Welcome to this transformative video on unlocking your true potential with the wisdom of Stoicism. Have you ever wondered if you are truly living up to your highest self? Are there parts of your life where you feel held back, as if something is preventing you from reaching your full potential? If so, you're not alone. Many of us struggle with self-imposed limits that keep us from thriving. In this video, we will explore how the Stoic principles can be applied to break through these barriers and help you unlock your true potential. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is in our control, to cultivate inner strength, and to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. These are just a few of the tools that can free us from limiting beliefs and help us achieve a life of purpose and fulfillment. We'll begin by looking at how to harness the power of self-awareness and mindfulness, teaching you how to stay grounded even in the most difficult situations. Then, we'll delve into how to shift your mindset from reacting to life's challenges to proactively shaping your path. One key Stoic practice is embracing discomfort as a tool for growth, and we'll see how this mindset shift helps you overcome fears and doubts that may be holding you back. We'll also explore how practicing gratitude and focusing on the present moment can enhance clarity and focus, making it easier to take the right steps toward your goals. Throughout this video, I'll share practical advice and Stoic wisdom that will help you see challenges as stepping stones and not obstacles. You'll learn how to build mental resilience, find peace in uncertainty, and break free from the mindset that keeps you stuck. But perhaps the most powerful insight I'll share is the one that could change how you view every aspect of your life. It's a simple, yet profound shift in perspective that will help you see your true potential for what it really is, a limitless source of growth, power, and fulfillment. So stay with me until the end, and together, let's unlock the true power of Stoic wisdom to help you live a life that's truly yours. The key to your fullest potential is just ahead. Let's discover it together. Welcome obstacles as stepping stones. In ancient Greece, there was a philosopher named Epictetus who taught that the path to true freedom and growth comes through embracing challenges rather than avoiding them. His teachings resonate with the Stoic belief that obstacles, far from being hindrances, are actually opportunities for personal growth. One story from ancient Greek culture that illustrates this principle involves a sculptor named Phidias, famous for his work on the Parthenon in Athens. Phidias, known for his skill in creating lifelike statues, was commissioned to sculpt a statue of Athena, the goddess of wisdom. This was a prestigious task, and the pressure was immense. As he began his work, Phidias encountered a series of setbacks. The marble he had chosen was marred with imperfections, and some of the tools he relied on broke under the weight of his demanding craft. In the face of these challenges, many around him urged him to give up, to abandon the project, and to choose a less demanding path. However, Phidias responded differently. Instead of viewing these obstacles as signs of failure, he saw them as opportunities to refine his craft further. The imperfections in the marble became lessons in patience, and the broken tools taught him the value of resourcefulness. Rather than being defeated by the difficulties, he found ways to adapt, using the flaws of the material to enhance the final product. Eventually, the statue of Athena stood as one of the most celebrated works of art in history, a testament to Phidias's ability to turn challenges into triumphs. This story from ancient Greece mirrors the Stoic idea that obstacles are not roadblocks but rather paths to growth. Just as Phidias faced setbacks and found ways to work through them, we too are often confronted with challenges in our lives. It is easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned or when we face difficulties that seem insurmountable. But like the sculptor, we have the power to transform these obstacles into stepping stones toward our personal greatness. The Stoics believed that adversity is a natural part of life. They understood that external events are beyond our control, but our responses to them are always within our grasp. By embracing challenges and seeing them as opportunities for growth, we can develop resilience, patience, and wisdom. This mindset shift is what allows us to move forward, even when faced with hardship. In the same way that Phidias's difficulties led him to create something extraordinary, the struggles we face can shape us into more capable, wiser individuals. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, we can choose to view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. By reframing our perspective, we allow ourselves to transform challenges into valuable experiences that shape our character and guide us on the path to success. Reflecting on this story and the Stoic teachings, ask yourself, what obstacles in your life can you begin to see as opportunities for growth? How can you turn your challenges into stepping stones that lead to greater wisdom, strength, and success? Like the ancient sculptor, you have the power to shape your life's most difficult moments into works of personal mastery. Master self-discipline for lasting change. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of personal development and lasting change. Without it, even the most promising goals can fall short. In Stoic philosophy, self-discipline is not just about rigid control or suppression of desires, but rather about cultivating a focused mind and an unwavering commitment to what truly matters. It's about understanding that our actions, not our impulses, define our path. The Stoics believed that a disciplined mind leads to freedom from the distractions and temptations that derail us from our true purpose. This is especially true in a world that constantly pulls our attention in different directions. Seneca, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, often spoke of the importance of inner focus and avoiding unnecessary distractions. In his writings, he emphasized that our time is our most valuable asset, and if we allow our attention to be scattered, we risk losing the only thing we can truly control, our thoughts and actions. A powerful example of Stoic self-discipline can be found in the life of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. Despite the pressures of leading an empire, he practiced a disciplined approach to his thoughts and actions. Every morning, he reminded himself of his purpose and his duty, focusing on what he could control and accepting what he could not. His meditations reveal a man who fought daily against the pull of distractions, using Stoic principles to guide his leadership and personal growth. The Stoic approach to self-discipline involves more than just resisting temptation. It's about deliberately choosing actions that align with our values, regardless of how we feel in the moment. In this sense, self-discipline is not about suppressing desire, but about redirecting it toward constructive, meaningful actions. The Stoics teach that by constantly refining our focus and acting in accordance with our principles, we can build a life of purpose and fulfillment. One way to practice self-discipline in the Stoic sense is through daily reflection. By taking time each day to assess our actions and thoughts, we can identify areas where we've faltered or been distracted. This habit of self-examination strengthens our resolve and helps us stay on course, despite the many temptations or distractions that may arise. Another essential practice for Stoic self-discipline is the art of setting clear goals. By having a well-defined vision of what we want to achieve and breaking it down into manageable steps, we can avoid the paralysis of indecision and build momentum over time. It's about understanding that progress is made through consistent effort, even in small, incremental steps. Ultimately, mastering self-discipline through Stoic practices gives us the strength to pursue our true goals, no matter the obstacles we encounter. As you reflect on this lesson, think about where you may be allowing distractions or temptations to take control of your actions. Are there areas in your life where you could benefit from more focus and self-discipline? By applying Stoic techniques, you can sharpen your ability to stay on course and create lasting change in your life. Reflect, reassess, and reset. Reflection is like sharpening a tool before using it. Without it, our efforts risk being less effective, dull, and scattered. The Stoics understood the power of daily reflection as a way to clear away the clutter of distractions, so we can see our true path more clearly. In their philosophy, taking time to pause and reassess wasn't just a practice, it was a foundational habit for creating lasting change and understanding oneself. Imagine trying to navigate a dense forest without ever stopping to check your map or the position of the sun. Every step would feel uncertain, and you might veer off course, wasting energy on paths that lead nowhere. This is what life without reflection can feel like. Without regularly pausing to assess our thoughts, actions, and progress, we lose sight of our true intentions and purpose. But when we practice reflection, we're like a skilled traveler stopping at each crossroad to make sure we're still heading in the right direction. Stoic figures like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus made reflection an essential part of their daily routine. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, regularly took time to reflect on his actions and thoughts. By reviewing his day, he could see where he was in alignment with his values and where he might have strayed. This practice allowed him to reset his mindset and refine his approach to leadership, even in the most challenging circumstances. It's a reminder that, no matter how hectic life becomes, there's always a moment to pause, recalibrate, and realign with our true purpose. Stoics also emphasize the importance of mindfulness, being fully present with our thoughts and actions. In the same way that a craftsman carefully inspects his work at every stage, we should examine our actions to ensure they match our higher ideals. This daily check-in opens the door to untapped potential because it reveals areas where we may have been unconsciously self-sabotaging or neglecting our true priorities. But reflection isn't just about looking back, it's about looking forward, too. Just as a gardener regularly inspects his plants for growth or signs of pests, we can examine our progress and identify where we need to reset. Are our goals still aligned with our core values? Have we allowed distractions or negative emotions to steer us off course? With each day's reflection, we gain greater clarity on the path ahead. A Stoic approach to reflection also involves learning to reset after setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and we will inevitably face obstacles. The beauty of reflection is that it gives us the space to reassess and begin again. It's like resetting the sails of a boat after being blown off course. Rather than dwelling on the storm, we adjust our direction and move forward. To practice daily reflection, set aside a few minutes each day, either in the morning or at night, to consider your actions and thoughts. Ask yourself, what went well today? Where did I lose focus or react impulsively? What can I do tomorrow to be more aligned with my values? Through this simple practice, you'll begin to uncover new insights about yourself and your potential. The more we engage in reflection, the more we unlock untapped potential. It's a practice that sharpens our self-awareness, enables growth, and helps us navigate life with clarity and purpose. Like a well-maintained compass, regular reflection keeps us on the path to our highest potential, preventing us from veering into unproductive or self-defeating patterns. Own what you control, let go of what you don't. In the ancient kingdom of Kush, which is located in what is now Sudan, the Nubians faced constant challenges from both internal and external forces. Despite these adversities, one of the most renowned rulers of the kingdom, Pia, exemplified a Stoic-like approach to leadership that emphasized the power of focusing only on what you can control and letting go of what is beyond your reach. Pia became the ruler of the kingdom of Kush in the 8th century BCE and eventually extended his reign over Egypt, where he established the 25th dynasty. His rule was not without its obstacles, including ongoing battles with powerful neighbors, the complexities of governing diverse peoples, and the unpredictable challenges of the natural environment. However, Pia's ability to focus on what was in his control allowed him to maintain stability and success amidst these difficulties. One of the most significant lessons Pia demonstrated was his ability to focus on his own actions and decisions, rather than becoming consumed by what he could not control. In times of war, when the kingdom was under attack or when alliances were being tested, Pia did not dwell on the actions of his enemies or the tumult of the world around him. Instead, he focused on what he could directly influence: his own leadership, decisions, and response to these external challenges. In one key example, when Pia took over Egypt and became the pharaoh, he did not waste energy trying to control the resistance of local Egyptian rulers or the shifting allegiances of various factions. Instead, he strategically formed alliances, made calculated military decisions, and reinforced the stability of his own realm. He understood that no matter how much he desired to control the actions of others, it was far more effective to focus on the actions he could take as a leader. This perspective extended beyond warfare and politics. Pia also applied this principle to the welfare of his people. Rather than stressing over the unpredictable outcomes of crop harvests or the shifting allegiances of neighboring tribes, he concentrated on ensuring that his kingdom's infrastructure was sound, its people well governed, and that he made the best decisions with the information available. He realized that his ability to control how he responded to challenges was far more important than worrying about things beyond his control, such as the uncertainty of external forces or the unpredictability of nature. Through this mindset, Pia became not only a successful military leader but also a wise and pragmatic ruler who understood the importance of focusing on his own responsibilities. This Stoic approach to leadership, focusing on one's actions, choices, and thoughts, became a hallmark of his reign and left a lasting impact on the kingdom of Kush. Pia's focus on the controllable elements of leadership is particularly relevant to us today. His example teaches us that we should not waste time and energy on things we cannot control, like other people's opinions, past mistakes, or uncontrollable events. Instead, we should channel our energy into what is within our reach, our own thoughts, decisions, and actions. By practicing this mindset, Pia was able to achieve long-term stability and success for his people. He proved that even in the most turbulent of times, focusing on the things that we can influence gives us the mental clarity and power to handle whatever comes our way. This ancient wisdom, which echoes the core tenets of Stoicism, reminds us that true power lies not in trying to control everything, but in knowing what to control and what to let go. Transform setbacks into stepping stones. In Stoicism, setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather stepping stones that lead to greater wisdom and strength. The Stoics teach that challenges and obstacles are part of life's natural course, and it's how we respond to them that shapes our character and destiny. Rather than seeing failures as roadblocks, the Stoic mindset encourages us to reframe these moments as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Consider a stonecutter working on a rough, unpolished stone. Every strike of the hammer seems like it's causing damage, but with each blow, the stone becomes more refined. What appears as destruction in the moment is actually the process of shaping something beautiful. This is how the Stoics viewed adversity. The hardships we face are not meant to break us but to mold us into the best versions of ourselves. One example of transforming setbacks into stepping stones comes from the life of Thomas Edison, the famous inventor. Before his success with the electric light bulb, Edison faced countless failures. Each experiment that didn't work, each idea that didn't succeed, was considered by many as a failure. But Edison himself didn't view it that way. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison reframed his failures as lessons, steps on the path to eventual success. Each failure brought him closer to his goal, and in the end, he invented one of the most significant breakthroughs in human history. Think of a gardener tending to a tree. The gardener might prune branches that seem to be growing the wrong way, and at times, it may look like the tree is being damaged. However, this pruning allows the tree to grow stronger and bear more fruit. In the same way, our setbacks are not signs of defeat but necessary pruning that forces us to grow, adapt, and become more capable. This lesson can be applied to our own lives. When faced with challenges, it's easy to feel defeated. But the Stoic approach asks us to shift our perspective. Instead of seeing a failed project as a permanent loss, see it as a valuable lesson, a piece of the puzzle that will eventually lead you to your desired outcome. Instead of dwelling on disappointment, use the energy to improve and move forward. Remember, every setback is an opportunity to reflect, learn, and refine your path. Take a moment to think about a recent challenge or failure in your own life. How could you reframe it as an opportunity for growth? What lessons can you extract from that experience to make you stronger and more prepared for the next step on your journey? The Stoic path teaches us that every setback is simply a stepping stone leading us toward something greater. Commit to the journey of constant evolution. In ancient India, the pursuit of self-improvement was central to the philosophy of the sages and the great thinkers of the time. One powerful story comes from the tradition of the gurus, teachers, and their disciples. It is the story of a wise guru and his most devoted disciple, who embodies the essence of constant evolution, growth, and never settling for mediocrity. The story begins in a small village where the disciple sought wisdom from the guru, a man renowned for his profound understanding of the world and the self. The disciple approached the guru one day, eager to learn and grow. "Master," he said, "I seek to become wise, to understand the mysteries of life and the universe. How long will it take for me to achieve wisdom?" The guru looked at the eager young man and replied, "There is no end to wisdom. The moment you believe you have reached it, you have already stopped evolving. Wisdom is not a destination, it is a never-ending journey." The disciple, slightly confused, asked, "But, Master, how can I continue this journey? How can I evolve without ever stopping?" The guru smiled and replied, "Just as the river never stops flowing, constantly moving forward and adapting to obstacles in its path, so too must you. You must learn to continuously evolve, pushing yourself beyond what you think you know, and never become complacent. The moment you believe you are the best is the moment your growth stagnates." To illustrate, the guru led the disciple to a mountain. At the foot of the mountain, the guru pointed to a towering tree that grew at the peak. "See that tree? It has been growing on this mountain for centuries. It grows taller every year, even though the harsh winds and storms try to break it. The tree doesn't stop growing, even when it faces challenges. It understands that growth is not about perfection but about continual adaptation." The disciple asked, "But Master, how can I become like this tree? How can I overcome the challenges in my own life?" The guru looked at the disciple, his eyes full of wisdom, and said, "You must first understand that the path to self-mastery is a lifelong pursuit. There will be moments of success and moments of failure. But you must never settle. Every setback, every challenge, is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to evolve. Set meaningful goals, pursue them with dedication, but understand that the real power lies in the journey itself, not the destination." The disciple then realized the depth of the guru's wisdom. The key was not in striving for an end goal but in committing to the continuous journey of self-improvement. It was about embracing change, evolving through the trials, and understanding that true wisdom and growth are only achieved by committing to the lifelong process of becoming better, day by day. This story from the ancient Indian tradition reflects the Stoic philosophy of continuous improvement. The Stoics, like the wise guru, emphasized that one should never settle for mediocrity, and the pursuit of growth should be a lifelong journey. Life's challenges are not obstacles to avoid but stepping stones that shape us into the best versions of ourselves. The true power lies in committing to this journey of constant evolution, where every experience is an opportunity for growth. In conclusion, the Stoic principles we've explored are keys to unlocking your true potential. By reshaping your mindset, you transform challenges into stepping stones, build unwavering self-discipline, and focus your energy on what truly matters. The Stoic approach teaches us that growth is not something that happens by chance, but through conscious and deliberate effort. Life's obstacles, instead of being seen as hindrances, become opportunities to improve, adapt, and develop stronger character. The Stoic belief in controlling only what's within your grasp empowers you to stop wasting time on things you can't change, giving you the mental clarity to pursue your goals with confidence. Self-discipline, too, is not about restriction, but about freedom, the freedom to follow your purpose without being swayed by distractions or impulses. What's most powerful about Stoicism is its focus on continuous improvement. There is no end point, only a lifelong journey of self-evolution. The more you practice, the more you grow, and the more you become the person you are capable of being. Apply these Stoic principles in your own life and embrace the process of constant evolution. It will take time and dedication, but the rewards will be immense. True power comes from mastering yourself, and through Stoicism, you have the tools to break free from limitations and realize your full potential. So, take the first step today. Trust in the process, be patient with yourself, and know that with consistency and commitment, you can unlock a version of yourself that's stronger, more resilient, and more fulfilled than ever before. Your potential is waiting. Stoicism can guide the way.